contrast inserted. Oh.
What's that? For the shoulder.
Wow.
There you go.
It's really good.
You got a listening.
Yeah, it's already approved.
I'm not sure it's a few days, but
Do you have already the English from the
Yeah, I'll get the vendors.
that time of the day again.
exclusive? Ooh. It's good, huh?
Still a touch. Exclusive. What?
I never cancel all these.
How did you do that?
It's commercial,
How did you convince?
No. It's,
residential. Here it's commercial.
How did you convince her then?
told her the benefits working exclusively. And I explained to her genuinely how it actually works against her goals to work with multiple agents.
Was there any objections? Was she worried about any of it?
The way I explained it was very convincing.
Nice, I like the confidence. How did you explain it convincingly?
So what I told
Can
her
they see
was,
us on here? Can they see us on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure? Can they see both of us? Just wanna... Go on, sorry.
yeah, so what I told her was, when you work with three agents, there's basically three agents competing, let's say, especially in cases where there's the same buyer,
Yeah.
that they happen to speak to two or three of them at the same time. Each one would be like, I can get it for lesser for you, and basically would be driving the property's price down. So she would be getting called about lower offers. Whereas if it's exclusive, it's one guy, just like you said with Alex, they control the story,
Yeah.
they have more control over the price, and all the agents
Yeah.
funnel through to that person. And she was very convinced.
Why is she selling?
Well, she wants to move back in.
Really well said, yeah.
And then she has to pay her some school fees.
What price does she want?
Won't be or a little bit more.
When is it ready?
It's going to be Q4 27.
Okay. How much has she paid so far?
She's paid 400 or something like 400.
Percentage wise?
40%.
Is there listings online?
Yeah, there is.
Same builder?
Yeah, but not too much.
Okay, I think you've just got to be clear with managing expectations.
Yeah,
It's going to be really tough.
Totally.
Because now you're asking someone to pay whatever percentage she's paid, and they still can't use it till November, the 27. End of 27, you said, right?
To the buyer.
The buyer's still like, why would the buyer buy in the secondary market now?
It's very close to OP. It's not too bad. It would be like for people who missed out during the launch. This is a good price.
Yeah, I agree. But also, if they go to the next launch, they can just do the payment plan.
Yeah, but it'll be the handover will be longer.
Yeah, but the handover's still quite long. I'm just playing devil's advocate. It's
Sounds good.
you need to explain to her that it's not easy to sell. I mean, it's not a plan now to sell. It's not a great plan to sell now. Probably going to have to take it off.
Thank you.
That's including the early fees.
Yes.
Mike, read Mike.
Yes. Can I borrow your phone, Nate?
Where's the echo? TikTok.
Ikaw TikTok.
How was
Sorry.
it? So, yeah, you just need to be clear with manage expectations. It's tough.
Yeah, I was very realistic with her. I told her that doesn't mean having it exclusive with one agent doesn't mean it's going to solve all your problems. But it's your best bet given her situation.
Okay. We're good to go. TikTok, TikTok. YouTube on my own. Good morning, YouTube. We've got the regulars on.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, regulars. Good evening for the regulars because they're in America. Today, Wednesday, the 5th of November 2025. The weather today, 35 degrees Celsius in this amazing city of Dubai, which is going to be feeling like 38 degrees Celsius. Again, 60-65% humidity seems to be pretty standard now. Nothing is changing much. 15 kilometer per hour winds throughout the day. 7 on the UV index level. 7, that's out of 11 by the way, so it's kind of mid. It says very high here. I think for most of the world 7 would be very high, but compared to 11 that we've seen throughout the summer, 7 is great. And 110 is showing here for the air quality index, but I don't believe this. We did this last night, right? Because today there seems to be a bit of a dust storm, or I don't think we would call it a sandstorm, but there's a lot of dust in the air. It's very cloudy and kind of misty, so the air quality for sure today is not great. On to more serious stuff now. At the land department yesterday, let's take a look. We saw 897 properties transfer ownership for a total value of 2.52 billion dirhams. Al Yufra was at the top spot when it came to the total value of sales in an area, and that's including the Valley and Elwood Estates, which is Shoba, right? So the Valley and the new Shoba project, so a lot of townhouses that have been launched there. We saw 289.42 million dirhams transfer ownership yesterday, and that came from 78 properties in those communities that I mentioned. The deal of the day, love this one. It's a 2-bedroom apartment in Bulgaria, in the residences, in the Bulgari residences, originally created by Maras in partnership with Bulgari, located on a private seahorse-shaped island just off the Jumeirah Beach Road, so incredible location. Italian architects were on this project at the time of construction and development. It was Antonio Citerio and Patricia Vier. Hopefully our pronunciations were okay. Offers the apartments, penthouses and exclusive waterfront mansions. Obviously you have the private marina, Bulgaria Yacht Club, which is really, you know, just such a nice vibe in there. You've got lounge, private pools and yacht berths as well. So it's really resort level wellness and facilities at the Bulgari residences. So we saw a 2-bedroom yesterday. Quite a few transactions on this property since the launch. It's 1,932 square foot with a 155 square foot balcony. It was initially sold from the developer in 2017 for 6.4 million dirhams, which was 3,310 dirhams per square foot. And yesterday we saw a transaction of 21.5 million dirhams for a 2-bedroom apartment. That's 11,130 dirhams per square foot. So you have a 236% growth and 15.1 million dirham profit from the initial launch on that 2-bedroom apartment in the Bulgari residences. In the news, we are seeing huge plans announced to make Dubai the world's best city. We're constantly reading about these positive changes that the government are making to try and make this city better for everyone. Here are 6 of the huge plans that were announced yesterday. So we're going to see 310 new public parks. 310 public parks, that's insane. Plus upgrades to 322 existing parks. That's going to triple green areas. They want to aim for 80% of residents to live within a 5-minute walk of a park. Next, 60 new affordable schools being added to the city by 2033, and that will enable 120,000 new students to be in the system, in the school system here in the city. Next up, 15,000 new aviation jobs and 4,000 training opportunities for the aviation industry. Next up, we are seeing sports, focus on sports with 75 new sport initiatives that are going to be launched by the government in the coming months and years. Next, we're looking at lifestyle and health, so they're going to expand early disease detection technology and I guess facilities to help people detect early onsets of different diseases. And finally, we're going to be seeing support for businesses. So they're going to introduce new insolvency and restructuring processes with a court that will support business and continuity and give more investor confidence into the city. So incredible changes, great news for anybody that's moving to Dubai or thinking about moving to Dubai. This government really does care about us and wants to give us a better lifestyle. So yeah, really nice positive news today. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for that's the morning roundup. Oh, we got 8. Just 8. Honestly, it's like it's hit and miss
Yeah.
every time I come on.
Maybe we should warm it up a little bit before.
What's that, sorry?
We should warm it up a little bit before going live.
Can you warm us up tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So Mo is saying that the vision of D33, Dubai government, is to double the current economy by 2030.
That's huge. That is
That's
huge.
huge, Mo. It's incredible. Just looking through the comments. But yeah, so positive, what have you got on today, Nate? You were at the Kempinski yesterday.
Yeah.
You've got that option, that 1 bedroom
Yeah.
loft. Sorry to anyone watching on Echo, I was just blocking you off then. What have you got on?
I'm going to share that with someone who wants to buy by the creek.
Okay.
Share with them. I think they're going to like it.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Good catch. Let's see what we've got.
Scales.
Scales, that's legal. What colour is scales, do you remember?
Green.
Black.
No.
Professional ethics. Okay, this is awesome. I love this one. Big shout out to Mo as well. Thank you, Mo. So, as a client asks you to market their property before signing a listing agreement.
Yeah, pockets.
Alright. So let's just say that let's say it's like an Alex kind of situation. We're in a meeting, we're in the house, and then you want to obviously get the listing, and I'm like, yeah, just go listing. Okay? We'll just go through it. So as you can tell, we spent a lot of money on this property. It's really something that we're proud of. We feel that it's perfect for the right family. And yeah, we'd like you to help us sell it.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Would you be against us listing the property?
Well, look, at first, I don't know you don't know me, just go ahead and list it and work on it for sure. Don't really want to sign anything right now. Getting a lot of people coming in and calling me, so, definitely the property's in demand.
Seems like you've had a bad experience with listing your property after signing the contract.
Yeah, you could say so.
Well, given that it's a legal requirement, Alex, how do you expect me to work with you on this?
Oh, easy, you get a buyer for the property, just bring them, we'll sell it.
Okay. Well, advertising the property and exposing it to the right people is a critical step in selling the property. So how do you expect me to do that if I'm not legally authorized to do that?
I see, so you wouldn't be able to help me without getting the listing?
Not necessarily a listing, that's not the only way to sell a property. There's meta campaigns we can do, even just post on Instagram. We need to be legally authorized by you to be able to do that. So how would you feel if you were in my position?
Yeah, I get your point, but do you think you can sell this?
I mean, I can't promise anything, right? The market always decides. Doesn't matter what my opinion or your opinion is about the price or the speed of the sale. What we can do is do our best to expose it to the right people, make sure the right people see the property, and hopefully get a buyer. So, given that, how do you feel like we should proceed from here?
Let's do it. That was really good. How did you feel?
Matter of factual.
Matter of fact, yeah, it was great. I thought it was really clear, confident. You kept giving me the autonomy. You kept asking, you know, how do you expect me to do that? How would you feel in my position? The only thing I would say is when you were talking about, at the end there, we were giving, can you sell this? I think you were a little bit, yeah, it felt like a little bit negative around the sale. So of course I can sell it, you know, I'm selling a lot of properties right now. It will come down to price. As any property sale that we've done over the last 12 years will always come down to the price. You've got a great property, but we need to show that to as many people as possible in order to help you achieve the right price. So just be a little bit more positive about that. At the end of the day, you need to feel your positivity and energy. If they are going to want to listen with you. What you did is kind of right, I like it. You can still do that, and you can say, look, I can't promise a certain price, but what I can promise is that I will be able to find the buyers that are out there in the market. That's my job, that's what we do.
Be more optimistic.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do the same. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, you seem like a nice guy. We've seen the property. You've noticed that I've done upgrades, and you can tell by the upgrades that I intended to keep this property for myself.
So you intended to give it for yourself?
Exactly. I intended to keep it for myself. As you can see, the expansions, like with the upstairs, the glass step, even the office, the balcony I turned into an office.
Yeah.
So you can clearly see it's for myself. The sunken seats for my family. So I mean, if you've got buyers, just reach out to me and we can sell the property.
Yeah. Upgrades are fantastic. You've done a really good job, and I can really see that you've put a lot of thought, and it seems like you're really passionate about this renovation that you've done.
But yeah, definitely. Like, I kept it for myself. I can tell every single thing. It's not. You can tell when someone upgrades a property to sell it. They upgrade it for themselves.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, yeah. What would you be against me having you sell this now?
I mean, I wouldn't be against it, definitely. I would try to sell it and have to move out in a month. And I have another property I'm trying to buy close to the kids' school. Ideally, I want to sell it the next month, but I mean, I've had a bad experience with listing and with agents. I had quote-unquote experts all over the place. I had to fire agents from top companies.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. You might not want to work with me. That's fine. But I can for sure help you. But what you really need, as a bit of advice, I'm not saying you need to work with me, but in a market like this, with a lot of competition from agents, you really need to make sure the story that goes out into the market about your property is consistent, and you need to make sure that you're reaching the right people. And the way to do that is to pick one agent that you really trust and you work closely with, and you allow them to help you get the exposure. Because like any market, the more buyers that you can contact and speak to, get interested in a product, the more of an opportunity you're going to get to reach the high prices. When agents are competing and not collaborating, that's when you're limiting yourself to some degree. So I'm not saying this for me, you're happy, I'm happy for you to choose someone else, that's no problem, but I would recommend that you really find that right person to make sure that you do get the sale that you deserve.
Again, like I said, I'm not against you selling my property. If you find a buyer, I'm always happy. My doors are open for you to reach out to me.
Yeah.
Do a viewing by a serious buyer, obviously. I don't want window shoppers looking at my house when I'm trying to have breakfast. So, yeah, if you have a serious buyer, I'm happy.
Yeah. Do you understand why it might be a bad idea to not choose one agent? Do you see how that might be detrimental in any way?
Not necessarily. I mean, multiple agents means multiple options, multiple avenues for exposure.
Yeah, but like I just said before, know, a few minutes there, I was explaining that with, you know, agents competing. Can you see that why it might be not getting you the outcome that you are wanting?
How would they be competing?
Well, of course, if they are not sharing your property, so if you choose 3 agents, they're not gonna share with everyone else because that person can easily just contact you and bring the buyer to you direct. So they're keeping the information closed, and sometimes the buyers come from agents that you're not gonna know. So it's important that you are putting the same message out to the market. Also, what happens is, you know, the way that agents will compete is to hint to the buyer that they can get a better deal and to try and push your price down to get the deal done for them. You need someone that's on your side, that's speaking to the buyers to help raise that price.
Makes sense. I've had that happen before where agents is promising a certain price to the buyer and coming back to me with a ridiculous lowball offer.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, really, I've tried so many things. I have nothing to lose. Okay, let's try exclusive, but only 3 weeks of the meeting. So,
Okay, let's go on forever. Good. All right. All right. So what have you got on today?
I'm gonna focus on
Balls. Oh, you got the dice, yeah. Right. Let's do this for the day. I've got to try and get a deal in.
Are you going to do?
I don't think so. Nothing but tomorrow morning. I think potentially we're going to be there.
Just no aircraft.
Almost said, I'll give this.
There might be some SPAs for me to sign as well, some contracts. Just ask him if
What?
there was anything.
Okay.
Looking for my phone. Is it? Hey Tucker, we're just finishing now. Thanks for joining. We'll be back tomorrow morning around 9:30 a.m.
Liam, do a sleep stream where you're streaming live while you're
Do a
sleeping.
slave stream. That's, yeah. People actually do that.
Yeah. Especially on TikTok when they get paid.
You get paid.
Yeah.
Why? Who's interested in that though?
It's like here for our YouTube where they have regulars talking and speaking among themselves while you're on stream. So it's just like that. They have a community itself.
Yeah. They're all talking.
They're all talking while you're sleeping. Yeah. Serious questions. What happened to the 30-minute streams, Liam? Because it's less than 30 minutes now.
Well, there's just 2 of us now, I guess, so I'm doing this stream, so that's definitely quicker to get through. Because of the time, we had a lot of people doing their own role plays. Yeah, it's going to take longer.
Can I write this off on my taxes if I fly the gang out to Dubai? They wanna fly in here.
Say that again.
Can I write this off on my taxes if I fly the gang out to Dubai?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. How many have we got on? 4 people. Thank you all, loyal 4 people watching this morning. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow around the same time.